The question for everyone this week: are you keeping an open mind? Now, collectively, let's just think through this for a moment. Your marketplace is changing, your community is changing, your clients are changing, and for that matter, your future clients are changing. And in order to change with them, we all got to keep an open mind. There's a reason why I'm saying it this week. I'm deep into reading, and as you all know, get right, I'm an avid book reader, and happens to be the book I'm reading over the last week. I'll have it finished in the next couple days. Yeah, I'm a big, massive Erwin McManus fan, and this book's just a few years old, 4 or 5 years old, but it's The Way of the Warrior by Erwin McManus, and it's an ancient path to inner peace. And what's really interesting about this is every chapter, instead of calling it chapter one, chapter two, and so forth, it's code one, code two, code three, etc., as it relates to helping you find that inner peace. And in chapter 4 of his book, Erwin McManus titles it The Warrior Frees Their Mind. The warrior frees their mind, as he goes on to say this. Check this one out. And this is to quote Erwin McManus. He says, "Your mind tells you what you will find. It is only with an open mind that you are truly free to dream, to imagine, and to create." Isn't that powerful? I want us to collectively think through this for a moment. The road to sales betterment starts with an open mind. Question being, are you allowing yourself to have an open mind? And as we start going through this, and by the way, thank you this week for hanging out with me, because I really believe the key to your growth is how willing you are to keep an open mind. And I'm going to read out of this chapter, as he calls it, the code, but it's The Warrior Frees Their Mind, as he goes on to say this, and we'll tie this into being sales-centric. He goes on to say this: if you are not careful, you can trap yourself inside a closed mind. You have no future because you're living in the past. You see the world as lacking opportunity because you are blind to the endless possibilities all around you. Here's the stake in the ground on this one, my friends. Arrogance makes the brain rigid. Humility allows our minds to stay open. I'm going to ask all of you, I want you all to think about your career right now, this very moment. What's your mind telling you about all the growth that lies in front of you and all the possibilities that are inside it? The road to sales betterment lies with an open mind. That's where the growth occurs. But we can have growth or we can have comfort, but you can't have both. You cannot have both. So, whether you're a sales leader, a sales professional, an executive, a senior leader, owner of a company, your key to growth lies here. It's in your mind. It is in your mind. And I just love what Erwin McManus says about keeping an open mind. Check this one out. And then we'll wrap up our time together. And thank you for hanging out with me again this week. Erwin goes on to say this: the future is not determined, it's created. This is why it's so critical to know your mind. It is in your mind that the future begins. It's through the transformation of your mind that you can usher in the future. Here's a couple mirror moments for us to collectively think through this week. And here's mirror moment number 1. What kind of story are you telling yourself about growth? And this might be just a good time just to go grab a sheet of paper and a pen, Find some alone time and just answer the question, what kind of stories are you telling yourself about growth? And then here's question number 2. Could the road to betterment rest within the creation of an open mind? I do know this. We all have choices. We all have choices each and every day. What choices are you making? You can choose to wake up every morning with a know-it-all mindset, or you can choose to wake up every morning with a learn-it-all mindset. Choice is up to you. As you have choices, guess what, people? Your clients and your future clients have choices as it relates to, do I want to do business with a sales professional or do I want to do business with a sales rep? Why is this so important? It's so important because your clients and your future clients, they'd rather connect with and do business with a sales professional who sells from the heart as opposed to a sales rep who is an empty suit. Authenticity, integrity, and building monumental levels of trust is going to elevate you in the sales profession. It's what's going to keep you all at the top. That's why it's so important to bring selling from the heart to the forefront. As you marry it with my up-and-coming book, Selling in a Post-Trust World, Discover the Soft Skills That Yield Hard Dollars. You marry both of those 2 books together, I'm here to tell you this, you will 2x your sales growth. My promise to you, my commitment to you, together we are making a movement. We're building a movement. It's about bringing heart and sincerity to the forefront. It's about giving a rip, not only about yourself, your clients, your future clients, your family, and your growth. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me this week. And until next week, keep being genuine, keep being real, sell from the heart, and most of all, do not be an empty suit. Have a great week.